Hello, this is Salty323 and I just had a random feeling after making my intro video for the Total War Network challenge of doing a sort of series around that, a tactics and tips video series for every faction apart from SBQR. Oh, let's just skip that. Okay, so Fog of War is off right now. So, of course, the first thing which you want to do is to take this settlement assault. You can attack it, but it doesn't really matter. You don't lose too much. And then, in all honesty, I would actually occupy this settlement because of there isn't that much difference in terms of the denarii, and also occupying means more taxes. Okay, now with a Roman faction it depends on what the Senate missions are, but generally what the Julii get are take Patavium, Mediolanium, Caralis, and then Gaul and Spain, then Britain, and so on and so forth. However, my guidance is don't follow that. Just simply forget about Senate missions. Pretend they don't exist unless it's one of those ones which will punish you or will do something really annoying, and unless it's one which will give you something which you really like more money, because of more money is more money. Why isn't that good? So basically what I advise is take these rebel settlements first. Take all of them. Every single rebel settlement which you can. My reason being, and in fact I would actually suggest which ones you start off with, which are these two. My reason being, as I'll explain now, is taking these two settlements, you block Macedon, or Macedon, depending on how you say it, from expanding, which is good. You don't want to have to deal with their pikemen and companion cavalry. Yes, sorry, there's just a lot of cavalry units and you sometimes forget, well, I sometimes forget what they are, and you may if you're very lucky, but I wouldn't try taking this settlement, but oh well. And also with taking this settlement in particular, it stops Brutii expanding northward. They only take Greece and maybe some of Turkey. And also, what's the good thing about taking rebel settlements which you don't have to worry about? The diplomacy. I can simply send a diplomat to Gaul, offer them an alliance and whatever, and be done. Be happy. However, if I attack Patavium, then I'm at war with them. I won't be able to get money out of them, which is bad. Now, there is a risk involved in doing something like this, which is what happens if the AI was faster than you? What happens if you take these two settlements, but Germania has the rest, or Gaul has the rest, or so on and so forth. Thousands of things which could happen. Well, probably about 10. But I think it's a risk worth taking, because of, you get the economy, they're close to Italy, you don't have to declare war on anyone, and you block two factions from expanding as quickly as they normally would, which is surely very beneficial. And in the early game, Macedon is going to be focusing on Thrace anyway, so you've got time to take those two settlements, and actually depends on what Brutii does. If Brutii was being controlled by me, I would actually take Salona first, and then maybe get another army and then ship across to Segestica. But generally what the AI does is attack Greece. The Greek cities, which I just find is idiotic. However, it could be beneficial early on to hit the Greeks hard, because of, I view it as, the Greeks have the early game advantage against the Hastati, basically. I don't actually know this for sure, but there's a way to find out. Custom battle! Now, the other tactic, which would be follow the Senate missions, this can be difficult and very helpful as well. Helpful because of you're more likely to get these Senate offices, which is good, but that also depends on your family tree and so on and so forth. But you're also more likely to get money and so on and so forth. Just, free stuff. But my main problem with following what the Senate does is, in the late game, Europe becomes basically 3 factions. Well, actually, the Scipii don't really expand much. They generally take Sicily, Carthage if they're lucky, and then they don't really expand. But generally by then, Egypt is a powerhouse. So is Julii and so is Brutii. Those are the 3 main countries which you have to be worried of and scared to death of in the late game, because of just when you're Julii, taking on another Roman army can be difficult to, well, actually, this is a campaign, so no, it wouldn't be difficult because of the AI in battles. Such a shame, it's so bad. But oh well. But definitely taking sieges and so on and so forth are painful to your troop count. Very painful, actually. Now, that actually brings another tip. As any Roman faction, when taking a settlement, because you are the Romans, you, when they're at wooden palisades, just get 3 battering rams, or 2. Just as long as you've got 2 entries, it's fine. 1 to flank with, so you get like half of, 3/4 of your army going through 1 entrance. They need to be relatively close together, and then you send 1 cavalry unit round and flank. Yeah, I could actually show you on this one. Yeah, I know this. Ooh, it hasn't crashed. That's good. I'll show you what I mean. Yep. Thank you. Okay, because you're the Romans, your units are very organized. They can hold positions very well. They are killing machines. So, just get 2 battering rams, 1 to take down the gate, and 1 to take down the wall here. Send the majority of your army down this one, because of it will be bigger than the gate. Because of the gate can only be that wide, and then the gates open and they don't fall down, they swing open. With that, the walls fall down flat. So it's slightly bigger, and means that if your troops get behind the gate somehow, they can't escape. But with this entrance, they can, because of there's no gate to be worried about. Now, return to campaign map. However, when you're against a wall settlement, from, I'd say, not a minor city size, not that size, like, one of the higher sizes, large city, and just a normal city, I think it is. I'll actually have a look. I can't remember all of the names, forgive me. A large city and a huge city. Those walls are the ones which I suggest simply besieging. You besiege with 1 army, maybe 2. And just click end turn for 8 turns, and then they have to sally forth or they lose the settlement. Okay, you may want to do that iconic fight for Rome. You may want to be historically accurate and so on and so forth. But then again, they would have just sieged. I like the fact that the trees are moving. I've never noticed that before. Oh well. Like, for example, if you're taking Rome, some people, like my dad, want to actually fight the battle, no matter what, even if there's only 1 unit in Rome, they just want to fight it. Which is alright. Nothing against that. But with those type of situations, I would just wait. So you don't lose as much men, because of, historically, it was a 4-to-1 ratio in terms of losses. The losses are for the attackers. The 4-to-1. So the defenders just need to have, theoretically, 4 times less men than the attackers had. So, yeah, it was devastating. So just sitting outside waiting for 8, I don't know how many turns, just seems logical. It just seems better. It just seems helpful, and so on and so forth. But there you have it. Now that's gonna be the end of. Oh, actually, I'll state which one of these which I prefer. With Arretium, I prefer going for Jupiter because of the population rise is faster, and I'll actually show you what I mean, what can happen. Population. I don't like doing this, but this is a kind of how-to video. 4,000. That should be enough. See, the public order is now down to 30%. That's going to riot next turn. And then you simply go minus to get rid of them. Oops, not what I meant. Close enough. Doesn't really matter. I'm not actually going to make a campaign out of this. So, yeah. That's the tactics and tips for this part of this episode. Let's just go quit. Because if I didn't press enter, and it doesn't really, the game doesn't think I've actually done anything, which is interesting. Let's just go for that one. Sure, why not? You against school, why not? Right, I'm going to go for I'll do two battles, early units and late units. So let's go with Hastati for 3 of those archers. Let's go with a few more Principes. Right, there you go, that's that army. And the thing is, with these, it's kind of hard to tell which ones are the late units and the early units. That's definitely early. Well, actually, they would have had more cavalry. Spear warbands, skirmisher warband, swordsman. Yeah, that's about it. There you go. I'll just show you how to use the armies effectively against their AI. Please tell me. Good, I actually got equities. The thing is, you'll notice I'm not getting Javcav, which, if you know me from New Media, is very surprising, being as all I had was Javcav. Now, I'm actually gonna form up in the proper historical style, which was Hastati at the front, Principes behind, and Triarii at the back, and then archers somewhere. But the archers I kind of think can be put anywhere you like, as long as it's high. But actually, I keep forgetting I'm playing against the AI, so sometimes forming up in a small formation isn't actually best, and this is one of them. But too late. Right. Hey. Are you not on auto fire? Oh, you good, you are on auto fire. Right. Because it's... Right. That's what you do. You try and take down as much men as you possibly can before they have the opportunity to dent you. And actually, I'm going to tell all of them... Oh, they didn't actually go on auto fire. Right, now the Triarii, I am going to tell one unit to run that way and be as my flanking unit. I don't want you to... Actually, I probably should have given them dogs, but oh well. Now, the thing which you should also do is, if you can get a charge on a unit, get it. Charges are so helpful. Also, if you're about to get a cavalry charge, go on guard mode. And see, one charge and the units are routing. Also, one thing which is so beneficial against fighting a unit, an army such as Gaul, especially early on, and it doesn't really make too much of a difference later on, but early on it's just so easy. All you can do is basically kill the king and you've won. Well, kill the leader of the army in battle and then you've won. That's all you have to do. I'm not joking when I say that. Cav charge, they start routing. The thing is, going for a late battle is gonna be quite hard for the Gauls because of they'll still be using some of these units. They don't really have a obvious transition because of they didn't actually get there.
The gods have filled the heart of the enemy general with fear. Now he flees the field like a coward.
Oh, just triple speed, why not? Run. And also the thing is, if you get a powerful enough cav charge, you can actually get through the spear warband very easily. So you don't really have to worry about it. As long as you're not using your general to do it. Because of your general will die. Single player, custom. That one, why not? I'll actually make a difference. I'll go for Egypt. Right, so this one I'm going to make it so I haven't taken Rome yet, so I can't get those 2 units. So, and also I want to make it realistic to a campaign, so I would have a lot of them, a few of them, maybe 1 or 2, no actually 4 of them. If I was gonna have... Ooh, out of money. Get rid of them then. Actually, what I should do is add an extra 0. Then 1, 2, 3, 4. The archers. Ooh, actually, let's get rid of a few of you and 1 of you, and then 4 units of Praetorian cavalry. Now, these I'm gonna go with. Let's pick an army faction which I actually know. Not Numidia, because I'll definitely win that. Pontus. Right, Pontus would have bronze shields, a few of them, lots of archers, and chariots. Get rid of a few archers and Cappadocians, and 2 side chariots. Why not? Just random. It's gonna be random in a campaign, so sometimes doing custom battles can be very ineffective because of just a random battle shows a lot more skill than a planned. Okay, so the infantry, yep, you're all in position, so group. Archers, I don't like you being at the front, so I'm going to bring you at the back. Now you can all group there, and the cavalry, you don't need to group, but you can go in wedge formation. Also, because of I am the defender, they actually come to me, which is nice and helpful, I must say. Also, picking terrain as the Romans isn't really that important, but can be still very beneficial because of your legionnaires and cohorts are basically phalanxes without the spears. So you don't really want to have a tree in the way. Oh look, they're trying to sneak round. How dare they? If they get too close, they're going to meet a surprise. Come closer. Attack, attack, attack them. Also, one thing which will help in a campaign scenario is pressing Alt when you're using your cavalry. The AI will never do such a thing. Oh look, I routed them instantly. Lucky me! Now you may think, oh, he's being suicidal here. Nope, I'm against the AI. On medium difficulty. Do you really think I'll lose? The thing is, as I said, I can alt attack. The AI never will. Never. Just if you worry about that, don't. Ooh, actually, group 1, guard mode. I always have these kind of phalanx formations. Ooh, actually, back. Halt. Guard mode. Alt attack. I tried to do that tactic which Biscuits did, but it didn't really work. The tactic basically is to stop moving the cavalry and just have them as one block, which actually works quite well, I've gotta say, because of then the lack of defense of the chariots goes in your favor. And also, in these certain situations, you'll notice this unit is losing. Therefore, getting a unit to help. Getting a unit to charge in. Actually, getting a unit to charge in with that one is better because of the flanking position. And because of the AI is relatively clever and will help out with scenarios like that. And the AI will always go for your archers with their archers. Just unfortunately the AI just does. It's one of the things which I wish the AI didn't, but it does. And here's the problem with routing a unit so early. And now I actually need to turn these off guard mode. Turn guard mode off. Turn guard mode off. Turn guard mode off. Ooh, you started routing. That's good. Turn guard mode off. Especially the units at the back, they definitely need guard mode off the most. Well, at the wings, at the flanks, and so on and so forth. And as soon as you see a gap breaking up, just move a unit. Oh dear. They're aiming at me with... Oh dear, they got a calf charge. That's something which you have to be worried about. The AI does make some good decisions every once in a while, which can be helpful, but... well, which can be nice, I wouldn't say helpful. And the pathfinding isn't always the best. And once a unit gets stuck in, they don't want to come out again. They're gonna be defeated. Also, archers take down chariots the easier. The quicker. Oh no. I have lost all brain function right now.
Gods be praised. The enemy general is killed.
I don't remember you
To home in our enemy's hearts.
putting you in testudo formation, but okay. End battle. There you go. That's it. That's all for this tactics and tips video for Julii. Oh, and it's only 35 minutes. That's good. See you next time.